Hello, orienteering friends. Welcome to the second race of the Central Bohemia regionals. This is a long course at Loustin. So yeah, here I'm getting ready for the start. Okay, started. So here to the first control, basically just took a bearing and ran almost straight. The forest here was nicely runnable, no big incline. You would say almost flat, but it wasn't that flat. So yeah, it was nice run. There you can see there is a vehicle road in front of me, so from there I basically started to do some orienteering. So let's skip there. So yeah, I deviated a little bit from my bearing and I wasn't sure exactly where I am. Basically just guessed my position and started running into the forest. You can see that there are a lot of these kind of scattered patches of trees, so that were a little bit difficult or confusing to see in front of you, but somehow I kind of managed to get back on track, and now I'm getting too close to the control, basically to attack it. You can see that they were logging here, and there are like many of these narrow rides, so that was now it was easy because the trees were the forest was open, so I could see the control from afar. Now to control number 2, it seemed to me that the best way is to go sort of straight. I wasn't really thinking that going back to the vehicle road and taking a easy path along the paths would benefit me. I thought if I'm going along the contours, yes, it will be difficult to map it maybe, but the forest seemed okay for running, so I just decided to follow the contours and make the most of it. So here the first part was really easy, basically along the contour. Now I turned a little bit to the left just to follow it, and then started running around the next hill. Let's speed it up a little bit. Here it started to be a little bit like more confusing or difficult. I had to orienteer and try to figure out where am I. And I think I correctly estimated that I'm at this non-runnable forest here. So I just went down along it. But as you can see, this is the disadvantage when you are running through such path, because you have to do some orienteering really. So now I was kind of thinking, yes, I have to go down. There is a small stream, so I'm probably here. I need to pass the stream and go around the next hill a little bit. But as you can see, I'm not really running, stopping here and there just because it's not very clear to me where is my exact location. So it was kind of guess here and there. Now I think I realized that I need to go left to continue in my original direction and not to get like deviated somewhere else. So that was fine from this perspective. The forest here started to be a little bit more difficult to run. Like at this place it was fine, but I think later on I had a little bit of difficulty. Then I continued along this vegetation boundary basically, and yeah, still kind of following the contours. So here I think I correctly got to this junction, and I was deciding whether to go straight or not. I honestly didn't want to go through this sort of non-runnable forest, so I first started to run around, but then at some point here it was, as you can see, it's early spring, so the vegetation boundaries were not like as readable for me, and I honestly here I already considered that I'm at the end and I'm in the open forest. Then I realized probably not, so I again started running towards my control, but yeah, it was I was actually looking for it already here. Since it wasn't here, I thought, okay, maybe I'm somewhere else, I need to continue a little bit further, but again, a little bit of delay, so it wasn't the cleanest route to get to my control, you know. So now I'm crossing this small ridge to the next valley where is my control, and I think now I should be seeing it or soon, and yeah, that was it. So found the control, not the smoothest I guess. There were definitely better ways. At least here at the end I should have followed that path a little bit further and then just went for the control more like straight without hesitation, you know, it would be easier. To control number 3, I think yeah, now I think I will go the same way as this guy, or maybe I will just go down all the way down around this non-runnable forest, and then I will follow this like a small stream, I guess, and to the control 3. So here it wasn't like orienteering wise, I chose a more easy way. The path here wasn't like super runnable at this point, but then once I crossed the stream it was fine. I think I could have followed that guy and it would be also correct, maybe even shorter, but now I'm on the flat, and I could basically go very nicely to the control. Control number 4, that was again a little bit longer leg. I decided to go, as you can see, a little bit to the right, and to take that path that sort of follows my main lead. But I think here at this point I went too far to the right, or too early, let's say, and I started to, started losing concentration. So here I'm still, let's say, on track to that junction where I'm supposed to be, where I wanted to go, but then maybe I was too tired or something, and here I just lost the concentration, started running to the different junction here, and obviously from that I started taking a little bit different path. So here I was supposed to go basically to the left, back to the top, and I misjudged that, went left, but the other path. Fortunately, I realized it soon. So once I passed this non-runnable forest, I realized that, and started cutting it back to like my original plan. And but then I think I should have really got back into that other valley, and I should have just followed the road, and instead I was just kind of following the contours. I think that was wrong, because it took me longer, it was steeper, and it was a little bit more difficult to navigate as well, and in the end I think I lost quite a bit of time here. Yeah, I will probably just speed it up. So yeah, as you can see, I basically kind of returned to where I was and gained some more distance instead of cutting it short. So here finally I was at the place I wanted to be, and should have been there sooner. And yeah, now it was easy. I could take this narrow ride down along this vegetation boundary to that bigger path in the valley, and then straight to control number 4. So here at the refreshment, always be careful not to forget punching the control. To control number 5, again you can see that there is a quite a long lag. I decided to like first go into that other valley where is the path a little bit thicker. Maybe I don't know why, because in the other valley where is this narrow rides, it would have been slightly shorter, but I guess it seemed a little bit more steep there to me, so I wanted to go the other way where it looked a little bit more shallow and not so steep. So I went there, and I think it was okay. At least for me it was fine. The lead of the path was clear, and it wasn't too steep, so for me it was like good for running. I was able to run almost all the way to the top. So let's skip there a little bit. And here on this junction I took bearing and basically went straight. I was thinking, okay, if you deviate slightly more to the right, you will be stopped by that other path that is there, and if not, then good, and you should reach that junction there near that fenced part of the non-runnable forest. And I think yeah, execution was fine. I was able to reach that point, no issues. And from here I basically continued in my direction. There was kind of incline, so I wanted to avoid it. So I went still along the contours. Obviously it was a little bit more difficult because this forest was really sort of non-runnable, and even more non-runnable. So yeah, that was a slowdown here. But once I passed through it, I could just follow the vegetation boundary here and yeah, get myself to control number 5. It was easy because you have this fenced area, and the clearing was fenced, so that was a clear lead to me, and yeah, it wasn't that difficult here. Control number 6. I'm curious myself how I approached it, to be honest. My guess is that I took bearing and then at some point I started to follow some vegetation boundary that was leading to this like a small reentrant, maybe, and yeah, I had no issues, I think, here. So yeah, mostly running straight, following the vegetation boundaries, I guess, and then correctly reading the contours, I guess. Yeah, now comes the tricky part, let's say. From control 6 to 7 we had to pass this big hill, so that was kind of a decision-making point here, I think, because you really have to decide, are you going to cross the hill straight, or are you going around it somehow? And to me it seemed that I can do the climb and to really cross the mountain, although, you know, you can see that it's sort of steep and long. It's not like 100 meters uphill, it's probably more than 200 meters in uphill, and we are already starting here, you know, the uphill. I'm already climbing, but yeah, I decided to go, you know, slightly in diagonal fashion, so it's still a little bit runnable for me. I was thinking that okay, try to find some less steep part, and where it is sort of runnable, but you will see that I'm walking most of the hill, I think. So I will speed it up, and once I reach the top we can talk a little bit more. Obviously I was still kind of following the terrain and the vegetation boundaries and vegetation, etc., that was leading me uphill. So here finally I could take a breather. I was thinking just yeah, basically run down. I wasn't sure about my exact position, to be honest. I knew that I was going to the right quite a bit, so for me it was like a sign that I should go slightly to the left at the beginning, but then I was mostly looking for some nice runnable forest. Fortunately here all this part is nicely runnable. It's just steep and you know, in my age I'm not so movable, or so I had to be careful on this part which was steep. Once I reached this non-runnable forest, it was just a matter of kind of decision whether to follow some road or not. But here I thought, okay, it doesn't matter if I'm more at the left or more at the right. just get down to that vehicle road. So I just followed its vegetation boundary here, and I was thinking, yeah, I'm probably here, so in a best case I will end up at this small path that leads directly to my control number 7. And yes, I was correct, and that was it. And now to control number 8, I could have used this big road, this big vehicle road, but I instead decided to go straight, and I was thinking I will be using the edge of the forest and the field as my orientation point, and I will run straight, because the forest here is pretty runnable, and so I wasn't afraid that I would lose time by running. Obviously on the road I would have been slightly faster, that's for sure, but here it didn't look that bad. Now here was this clearing that looked like is difficult to get through, but it actually wasn't that bad. I was still able to run my usual speed, and then yeah, my main lead here was still that field on my right side, and I was following it sort of straight. So yeah, even for orienteering it was okay. Obviously at this stage I was also a little bit tired, so I wasn't I was using some possibilities to orienteer so I can slow down a little bit. Yeah, but I'm still keeping a good direction, so it looks nice, it looks okay. And so here at this point I started to look for the control, and it was just in front of me, so that was I was happy with the performance here. And now again from control 8 to control 9, it was again the matter of decision. Okay, so are you going across the hill or around the hill? And once again I decided to go across the hill, because as you can see now straight up there is this narrow right, and also the incline is not that big, so it's still runnable up until like really half of the distance. So, and I could just follow the lead here, just go straight up, I think. So that was also easy from this point of view. It was just a physical challenge here. And so around this point I was closing to the top, and honestly I wasn't very confident about my whereabouts. So for me I was thinking, okay, just get to the top, and once you see the fence area you will know where you are. And it was just above me, so that kind of helped me out to, you know, find myself on the map. And then I went around it and to that big path that leads on top of this hill. And I was like, my plan was to go to that small junction where there is a small path leading from the bigger path, and then from there to go around that cliff and basically straight down to my control through that sort of overgrown clearing. And I think I was able to follow this plan, and I got to control 9 without problems here. So yeah, as you can see, pretty nicely done. Now to control number 10. That was again uphill, so I wasn't too happy about it. Here I first wanted to get to this small path that is above me, a little bit above me, and then I was thinking that I will slowly go along that diagonal leading line to control number 10, but then at some point I probably felt a little bit exhausted, and I thought I need to go along this small path down a little bit because really was tired. And now once I looked at it here, I thought, okay, that was maybe unnecessary, but yeah, sometimes you do decisions that are like this. Here I started to go around this fallen tree, so maybe that was kind of leading me to this route choice that is just following the bearing, let's say. But I think soon I decide to go down because it was too steep for me, and I was like, nah, I will just take this path and run down. And then there is this junction with a plateau, and from there I was just again following the narrow right, and then took it up to my control. Even though like it's more of a climb, it was like a shorter distance for me that I had to climb really, and here it was runnable nicely, so I think that was a good decision, at least for me. So as you could see, I was nicely following the vegetation boundaries here and there, so it was not difficult to get to the control. Now to control number 11, it wasn't a long leg, let's say, but I decided to follow the contours here, although I could go down to the main road, but here it seemed that the forest is runnable, so I decided to just go like through the forest along the contours on top of those two non-fenced areas, and then to that clearing, and that was all clear leads, so we can speed up to control 11. Now here to control 12, again slightly longer leg, and I think here I did finally some mistake, a bad decision. Here there was a clear leading path on my right side. You can see that it leads all the way almost to the control. For some reason, maybe I was tired, maybe I don't know, I didn't notice it, or I didn't consider it. My other consideration was to go along this road and to the junction, and from the junction took that long narrow ride, which I think is also a nice option. But here I should have just followed that guy on my right side who is clearly going to that path, and I should have taken that path and run along it. Here at this point the forest was nice and runnable, so even going through this forest was okay, but then you can see I have this fenced area in front of me. I decided to go slightly to the right, so from the right side of the fenced area, and then there is, you know, all these scattered small forests, and you know, running straight doesn't make much sense, and that's what I did. So I decided to go slightly to the left, you know. That was stupid. Also here I don't know what they were doing here in the forest, so it was not very runnable, and I should have just gone straight to the right to that path, you know, where the car is visible. It would have been much easier, and this is end of the race, right? So it doesn't make much sense. You are tired. So instead you can watch me here getting lost a little bit. Not that much, but you know, clearly I wasn't really running easily. You know, you have to pass through some non-runnable forests. You get lost a little bit, so you look at the map, you are thinking, yeah, this was a bad decision, and I think I lost at least 2 minutes here. but yeah, I got to that road or path that is on my left, and I was able to, you know, get to control number 12 nicely. So it wasn't like the feeling from this route choice was not that bad, you know. I was kind of still running. I was feeling that in a worst case I will end up on that path, and it wasn't I wasn't feeling like it was a really stupid choice or that I'm lost. Maybe at this point I wasn't quite sure about my position, but I think I somewhat knew that if I go slightly to the left, I will get to that path and it will be okay. The race, I will start evaluating the race maybe a little bit. So the difficult for me with this race was these decisions to go across the hill twice. It was physically challenging, but at the end it actually paid off, and I think I was first on both of these legs. So I was glad about these decisions. I wasn't too happy about control number 4. I lost quite a bit of time there, but again, this is a long course, long distance run, so I gained somewhere else. So I didn't end up first, obviously, but I still was happy with my finish position, let's say. And now, yeah, I'm on that track, and I can just focus on running slightly. Also, I'm following the vegetation, trying to decide when to go down to control 12, but at this point it was quite clear. Now to control number 13. I wanted to go straight, just take a bearing, go straight, but then passing this non-runnable forest, it wasn't easy. I was okay, which way to go. There are many of these narrow rides, so I was looking for some path where I can easily pass through. And yeah, you can see that I kind of missed the correct one, let's say. So I ended up not I'm quite a bit away from control 13. I probably should have just taken the roads here and don't get tangled in this non-runnable forest. But yeah, here I saw that I need to get back to the track, and even a little bit of a backwards direction to my control 13. So I wasn't very happy about myself at this point, but yeah, it was the last control, so it wasn't like really that bad. Yeah, here I'm looking at the control finally and telling myself, oh, you dumbass. Anyway, the race was nice. I really like this forest. It's really cool. I wouldn't say cool. It's more of a like, it's runnable. It's open. You are getting this small trees everywhere. So a little bit of overgrown, and yeah, there are some nice features around. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I hope you did as well. See you next time. Bye.
Čau.
Tak co?
No,
Proběh se.
proběh, no. Klasický Luboš, no.
Přesně, klasický Luboš.